Hi, I'm Peter Burlingame of the Self-Defense Initiative. As part of my ongoing series on how to buy a gun or how to choose a gun that works for you, that works efficiently with you, I'd like to talk to you about determining whether the gun points well for you. There's a term called natural point of aim, and it's where your body and your gun point at something naturally and figuring out where that is so you don't have to strain or push your body unnaturally to get the gun to aim at your target. Well, this is sort of the same idea. So when you go to the gun store and you're looking at a gun to see if it fits you, we know, if we've watched some of the other videos, that we want the firearm to be in line with our forearm. And that will allow the gun to point very naturally. And if it doesn't fit our hand properly and it's slightly off, when our arms are pointed naturally, the gun is somewhere else. So we've already established that we need to have the gun in line with the forearm. Now, that gives us windage, whether the gun's pointing straight on or left or right. But what about up or down? And the best way to determine that is to get the pistol in your hand, look at something some distance away, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 feet across the room, something small like a nail or a hole in the wall, something relatively small, dime size, and focus on it, and then close your eyes and try to aim the gun at it with your eyes closed. And then, without moving your body, open your eyes and see what's going on. And what we're looking for is that the sights are even with each other. So the top of the front sight is even with the top of the rear sight, as close as possible. What's determining that is the bore to grip axis. So if you think about the bore, the hole through the barrel, and the handle, there's an angle formed between those two. And those two lines and that angle may or may not be optimal for the position of the natural position of your wrist. Glocks tend to point high. An undoctored Glock will have a hump on the back. I've done grip reduction on this one. And because of that hump, it pushes against your palm and tends to make the muzzle high. So if you look at this, if you try this technique with a Glock, I bet you will find that you look at that point, you close your eyes, and you bring the gun out, and you'll see that the front sight is high. And that will make you have to bend your wrist down in order to make the shot. Now, if you do this long enough, your body will get used to having your wrist cranked down a little bit below what's natural, and you will accommodate yourself to that. But why do that? There's other guns, and if you pick up a different one, you may find that when you aim it naturally, like I've just done, once again, look at a small point, get the gun in your hands, close your eyes, bring the gun up, and then open your eyes and see if the sights are lined up and down with each other. And if they're, and you may have to try it several times. If you've got a left or right issue, then the gun's probably too big for you, and you're having trouble getting the gun in line with your forearm. If you've got an up and down issue, then that is that bore axis in relation to the grip to bore angle. And try a different gun. I love Glocks. They are terribly reliable. They're so simple. They only have 28 parts. They just, it's like Timex. They take a lick and keep on ticking. But the grip isn't perfect. Now you can do like I've done and do a grip reduction and have somebody do a grip reduction, which takes care of a lot of that problem. Or you can buy one of the many guns that already has a grip that fits you. And it might be that Glock works for you. I don't know. You won't know until you try this. Once again, get the gun in line with your forearm, look at the spot on the wall, And then close your eyes, try to point the gun at it, keep your body in position, and open your eyes and see where the sights are. Try it a few times. And this will help determine whether this gun fits you or not. Of course, while we're doing this, obey all the other safety rules. Your finger should be off the trigger or on the frame, and you shouldn't be pointing at anything you're not willing to put a bullet into. So whatever wall you're aiming at, make sure that that's safe, that there's nothing behind that wall that you could inadvertently hurt if the gun happened to go off. I hope that's been helpful. This is Peter Burlingame with Self-Defense Initiative. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there.